Good morning. It is 4:59 on Friday, September the 6th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Yesterday, another pretty day. Let's see if we can keep this streak rolling. Let's bring in meteorologist Kelly McShane this morning to give us a breakdown of what to expect on the last day of the week. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Will. Happy Friday. If you were a fan of yesterday's weather, I have good news for you. Today is going to be another beautiful day. However, starting off a little bit on a foggy note, you can see that into our Whitesburg cam. Good morning to you folks in Letcher County. A little bit foggy downtown on Main Street, so take it easy on the roads this morning. Satellite and radar still showing those clouds from Hurricane Durian. It is still well off to our east, and right now we are waking up to clear skies throughout the mountains. Temperatures definitely a little bit chillier than the last several nights. Upper 50s for a lot of us and lower 60s for some, so feeling a little bit cool this morning, and those temperatures going to be feeling very nice heading into this afternoon. Will, I will have that Friday night football forecast here in just a little bit.
All righty, Kelly, thank you. Well, Hurricane Durian is losing strength, now battering North Carolina's coast as a Category 1 storm. It is causing a mix of severe weather, including tornadoes. Howling winds, sheets of rain, and storm surge flooding are being seen in a lot of areas. Dorian's outer band spawned more than a dozen tornadoes yesterday. One wiped out an RV park in the middle of Emerald Isle. More than 200,000 homes and businesses have lost power. Meanwhile, in the Bahamas, Dorian is responsible for 30 deaths now. That number is expected to continue to increase as recovery efforts continue. Well, this morning, the Breathitt County judge will appear in court. Jeff Noble faces official misconduct, abuse of public trust, and theft charges. Police arrested him late last month. They say he used county money to put diesel fuel in his personal truck. He will be arraigned in that case today. Noble already faced charges in a separate case. Just days before his arrest, a grand jury indicted him for allegedly buying lumber with county money for personal use. Well, we now know the funeral arrangements for Lauren Doc Holliday. He is the retired state trooper killed earlier this week in a crash. Visitation for Holliday is Saturday from 4 until 9. His funeral is Sunday at 2 in the evening. The services will be held at the First Federal Center here in Hazard. Holliday, or Doc as many called him, died a day short of his 44th birthday. More than 100 booths fill the Appalachian Wireless Arena this morning as day 2 of the SOAR Summit is set to begin. Yesterday, many gathered for brainstorming sessions in the morning before attending the discussion sessions to give their ideas to create a brighter future for Appalachia. SOAR Executive Director Jared Arnett said this event creates a platform so their ideas can be seen and hope can be found.
That they have hope for the future of Appalachia, not only hope, but inspired to be a part of it, to start a new business, to start a new program, to get involved in their communities, and to see that they're not alone in this, what can sometimes feel hopeless in the challenges that we face in the region.
The main summit is today. Governor Bevin and Congressman Hal Rogers will speak, including many others. Several big announcements are expected. We will carry that coverage live right here on WYMT. This morning will mark day 3 of a hot goods coal evidentiary hearing. The lawyers and black jewel miners will return to Charleston, West Virginia bankruptcy court. The debate is whether coal being blocked by miners in Cumberland should be moved. It is unclear if the hearing will wrap up today and whether the judge will rule immediately following. 3 people, including a Pikeville woman, died in what police say was a DUI wreck in central Kentucky. We are told it started when a Clark County Sheriff's deputy tried to pull over Tammy Rodriguez, who they suspected of driving under the influence. She took off. Lexington police say after Rodriguez merged on Interstate 75 in Lexington, she pulled a U-turn and drove the wrong way for about a mile before hitting one car head-on, then hitting another car and flipping it over. Rodriguez's sister, Debbie Evans of Pikeville, was in the truck with her. She died at the scene. The interstate was closed for about 12 hours while police investigated.
Collision reconstruction unit does a very good job of collecting each and every piece of information, documenting it with photographs and documenting it with a drawing. There's just a whole lot of moving parts to this type of investigation.
26-year-old Taylor Blevins and 20-year-old Caitlin Bailey were in one of the other cars hit. They died at the scene as well. Police say Rodriguez was hurt but is expected to survive. She is charged with DUI and having no operator's license. She could face additional charges in the future. New this morning, we now know the name of a person killed yesterday in a Perry County crash. The single-car crash happened early yesterday morning. It happened on 15 Mile Branch Road. 35-year-old Reuben Collins died. No word on if charges will be filed. Well, Big Sandy Community and Technical College hosted Congressman Hal Rogers yesterday during a dedication ceremony for the building that bears his name. The Hal Rogers Advanced Technology Center, which offers training for technical jobs in electricity, technology, and more, was officially opened with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Local leaders joined Congressman Rogers for the dedication, which was followed by a tour of the facility. Since students were in class, the tour allowed folks to see the future of the region in action. Rogers says the high-tech center is one of the ways Eastern Kentucky is being put on the map and helping to keep the region connected.
The only limit now is whether or not we have the imagination to think about a new way to do things.
Rogers says the forward thinking of those involved with the new technology center is helping to pave the way for a stronger workforce. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. A brush fire quickly spread out of control in California. A look at the efforts to contain the blaze.
We are starting off chilly this morning, but temperatures the next few days will be feeling nice. I'll have a look at the temperature trend coming up.